What's good, YouTube? Today we're gonna be reacting to people will do anything for content. Honestly, you do see this with people like Jack Doherty. They do the most for any type of clip that they can get on the internet and TikTok and stuff. But without further ado, let's get right into this video.
Content. Sometimes the bills have to be paid.
For real, I see that because I'm kind of like past due on everything.
As a YouTuber, obviously, I'm not safe from this. You know, I gotta make videos that pay the bills.
For
But
real.
me personally, there are certain extents that I would not go for the bills.
One thing that I think we all wouldn't do is suck someone's meat to pay your rent.
Yet it's putting food on the table, but the shame of making that content would definitely outweigh it. And let's
Okay.
start with these clip farming podcasts. They need to start doing crazy levels of tax on podcast mics because people will really get on the mic and just start saying anything.
I hate these podcasts. You see like a TikTok or Instagram clip and they're always talking about something with women's rights or I don't even know, just something that needs to be canceled. Like they need to ban podcasts on every type of social media that there is.
I could be scrolling on my For You page or whatever it is, and all of a sudden I swipe down and I just see some guy talking about, so water is a scam. Yeah, I agree. I found this source on TikTok and it said water doesn't hydrate you. Yo, that's actually crazy, bro. They'll keep going on and on. They got someone glazing their takes and that's it. This really is a crazy method of clip farming.
Exactly.
Like, what is the possible context for a clip like that?
The only reason that most of these people do this is so they can get a viral clip. Like half of the time they don't even have like a genuine podcast. They just do like all the recording and everything just to make a viral clip and make some money.
Nobody would ever say this dead ass with their
For real.
own free will. Nobody is going to be watching your podcast if you're saying
For
shit
real.
like that. Or who knows, maybe people think that this dude's bringing the unanswered questions to the table. I don't fucking know. Everyone
Okay.
from every walk of life at this point really thinks that they got to start a podcast. And you know, sometimes it goes well.
A lot of the times, like when you find a genuine podcast, most of the time they're like older and stuff. And older podcasts usually succeed because why would you do a podcast for so long if it wasn't successful? Like Joe Rogan and everything, those are successful. And then you got a podcast on the other hand, like Talk Tua. I've never saw anyone watch Talk Tua unless it was like a meme or something. Worst
Sometimes
podcast
it
of all
leads to
time.
people spewing bullshit on the mic. And the worst one I've ever seen was from this guy called King Azule. I've talked about him on the channel before.
Who is
but He was
this?
basically saying how he soaks his balls in the...
Someone tell me this might be the method and I might have to go outside and do it. I'm not gonna lie. What does this reduce? Like cancer or something?
This dude's over here talking about how it's gonna increase your testosterone, bro. That shit's gonna do a whole lot of nothing. They're really out here thinking they're like modern day philosophers. But in reality, they just gotta hop off the mic.
For real.
But now we gotta talk about street interview content. I don't remember exactly when street interviews popped off, and it's been a thing for a long time.
There is some good street interviews, and I'm not talking about the Talk Tua, Hawk Tua, whatever.
Street interviews are relatively tame. Some people have said like absolutely ridiculous shit on the mic, but some people have had crazy ass concepts for a street interview
For real.
that I never thought was possible. There was recently this YouTube title and thumbnail that went
was
viral
it?
on TikTok. And let's just say it's pretty fucking unskippable. There's no way you're scrolling past it.
Asking homeless people freaky questions. We might have to watch this sometime. I can just imagine the homeless guy talking about how he sucks some meat to get some like crack or something.
You're gonna look at it and say, what the hell is even in my feed right now? And it reads, asking homeless people freaky questions in Atlanta. Extremely viral.
What does your like For You page on TikTok have to even be to get a video like this?
What the fuck? They are really doing this with their own free will, man. That is a street interview I never thought I would see. And this is how the video starts.
Let me tell y'all the most freaky shit I did. I let a female shit it on my face.
This really is one of the craziest intros I've
real.
ever seen on this app. I'm just in shock, man. These unks gotta be nerfed. But now we got prank videos. Now, prank videos have been around since the dawn of time, of course. There's been all types of eras.
Let me know that my girl beat my PS5 with a bat, and I'm gonna have to beat her with more than a bat. Pause. I'm not talking about my meat.
Prank videos. There's been people who stage like the craziest pranks of
For
all
real.
time. Like I remember specifically seeing a bunch of like Joey Salads clips back in the day. Prank Invasion, Roman Atwood. But now people are really going out there and just harassing random workers in retail. I think it was last year there was like these screaming pranks that went viral.
Bro, those pranks were so messed up. You'd like hide under something and then yell as loud as you can, and then the workers would be like running around and everything.
They would just scream across the store and just waste the workers' time, and would just be annoying as hell just for the sake of content.
If I was a worker though, I wouldn't even be mad, because what else am I gonna do? Stock shelves? I'd rather run in circles than stock a shelf all day.
I thought a prank was supposed to be funny, but I guess not. These people have lost the plot completely. And it got to the point where last year people started clowning this exact stereotype of content, and people were ironically saying shit like, yo bro, let's go prank people at Walmart. They would put a picture of some dude with like the ice cream scoop cut and then a pair of baseball Oakley sunglasses. Like, I could really just try to go get groceries one day and I see people pulling some crazy prank in Target. I didn't see exactly what that prank was, but I just saw a bunch of people getting kicked out of Target. And there were security guards posted outside like it was crazy. I was really just walking out there with my groceries, and I saw all this unfolding. And me and my brother, the Duck, we just looked at each other like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And they'll do this shit for like 2 views, bro.
Exactly.
You're rage baiting random people in public for 2 views.
I saw these videos, and I'm not like the type of person to like check views or like check likes or anything, but I saw one of these videos where they're like in the store screaming, and I checked the views, and it was literally like, and you did all that for what? You're not even making any money out of it.
There's no way it's worth it. All right, next we got dudes that do like these crazy ass experiments on themselves. Like, they just sit there and, well, yeah, they pretty much just make themselves a lab subject for content. There's one guy who a couple years ago, he didn't sleep for 12 days or something like that.
I would never do this for any type of clout. I don't care how much money I make off of it.
Which is absolutely insane. There's no way this didn't have psychological effects on him. And I guess why he did this is he wanted to break the world record for staying awake. There's some ideas that just need to be scrapped. There's no way this is worth it. And there's also people who've like forced themselves to get addicted to vaping or something like that.
Why would you want to do this? You're ruining your life for like a clip.
It is unreal. Like, I would not wish that type of shit on my worst enemy, man. Like, vape addictions are very hard to get rid of. And I don't think that needs any explanation whatsoever. But you get it. There's more examples, and it sometimes gets crazier. Like, people will really risk their life for content. And speaking of people who are putting their own life at risk, I gotta be careful with this one. But I remember those like internet challenges that went
that challenge was crazy. I remember people were making jokes and stuff, posting on Snapchat, and it was like tonight's dinner or something, and it was then posted up with the pods.
Viral back in the day, and it got so bad to the point where I guess it became a news story. I think people are smart enough to know not to do these dumbass internet trends, but some people are really trying to be a viral TikTok sensation that bad. There probably wasn't that many people doing these things, to be honest. It was probably just a few people really clout chasing. And
if I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure someone did pass away from doing one of these trends, which is crazy because, bro, you ate the pods. Like, what are you doing?
The news just wanted a story to talk about. I don't know. I know I talked about this in previous videos before, but I mean, this really is the pinnacle of anything for content, so I had to mention it again. I don't want to spend too much time on it though, because the video will get striked if I really go into serious detail. Okay, this next entry doesn't really have any specific title, but sometimes when you're scrolling on Reels, sometimes you can come across the most disgusting video you've ever seen in your entire life. Now, I'm not really sure what happened to the state of my friend's For You page on Reels, but sometimes he'll pull up his Reels on the TV. I felt every emotion that day, from cringe to disgust, literally everything. And as he was scrolling, I came across a familiar face. This guy has been a TikTok veteran.
You are not Pikachu. If anything, you just look like Snorlax.
He's been around since like 2020, 2021. And I'm giving you a warning, this video is nasty. So if you're eating food, put it down. Or just skip past the clip. I don't know.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
You are a grown man dressed up as a mouse, eating cheese?
Cheese!
Oh my god. That shit was a rough watch. This type of video would probably
That was not a rough watch, bro. That was more than a hard watch.
Spawn in on your Reels at 3 in the morning. I don't know what my friend was watching to see videos like this, but sometimes you really will see shit that's out of this world. That's why this entry doesn't really have a category. It's unpredictable. You never know what you're gonna see when you open IG Reels. Next, we have streamers that clip farm like crazy. I get everyone needs their clips. They need that form of virality to spread.
These videos used to hit, I'm not gonna lie, like the crazy jumps parkour videos back in like, I don't know, 2018, stuff like that. I used to watch these all the time.
Across the internet, but
Canada
there are
bet.
some things that just aren't worth it for the clip. This dude
For
by
real.
the name of Dean the Great would take punches to the face for the clip.
I remember seeing this. I made a video about it one time, but bro, he got tanked with a punch to the face and he was still talking crap.
And the people he was squaring up with, man, personally,
real.
I don't know about that one. That's
They
got
were
to do
crazy.
like permanent damage to your face. I guess he was like disrespecting some dude's wife or something. I don't know. At least that's what the caption of the clip says. And after this went viral, he saw that this was the method and he kept doing it. There's Johnny Somali, that guy.
This is the worst content creator of all time. He's been banned from like every country, arrested. I think he's in jail right now for like a couple of months.
Like, you probably know who he is at this point. This dude went to South Korea and just did some lame ass shit pretty much.
You're pouring water on a table. What do you get out of that?
But he got 8 charges in South Korea. 8 charges in
Let's
like
go.
2 months. How do you even manage to do that? This has to be one of the craziest things people did for content. I don't know if I
Bro.
could say what he did because of YouTube, but all you gotta know, it was just absolutely disgusting and deplorable shit. All right, next we
I think he was making out with the statue. I made a video about it a while ago, but I can't remember what he did. It was like making out with the statue, something like that.
got another targeted entry, but like, there's people at anime conventions, they will do freaky shit for content.
I get stepped on. If anyone wants to step on me, hit me up.
They will put their feet in a cooler of fruit punch and say, hey, $5 for a cup.
I'm down. I'll pay $10 for a cup.
Oh, who is drinking this? There's really
Bro.
some freaked out ass dudes at this convention, because I don't know why this is even a market. Drinking this would have to get you some kind of disease, man. I
Bro.
don't know. Not only that, they're filming this shit. People got their phones out. They're making sure it's clipped up all over.
TwitchCon too, bro. They're taking over TwitchCon. Why are you getting stepped on? And this is like a 60-year-old guy.
Social media platforms. And I'm not going to show it in the video. I'm just going to put a screenshot of it because
An anime cosplayer convention in California started a lucrative side hustle by selling foot juice.
I don't want you guys to have to see this. So it's not happening. And now we got family channels.
Boloki, hit me up if you guys are selling any of your guys' foot juice.
Of course, I had to put this one on the list because some of them are harmless and, well, some of them have done some crazy ass shit. I've even seen some cases where the kid of a family channel ended up speaking out when they became an adult. I don't remember exactly what happened, but
What happened to Ryan's toy review? I remember one time I watched him and then I was like, bro, what am I doing with my life? And he's like, I don't know, like 16 now, and they still have him slaving away at making videos and stuff. But bro, I'm pretty sure they're still pumping out videos and stuff like that.
Theo I recommended earlier this year. I don't remember exactly what she said, but the mom was on some crazy ass shit. Also, sometimes they'll force their kids to do shit like quote unquote posing for a thumbnail. Something crazy could happen and obviously the kid will be upset, but they'll still sit there and be like, oh, hit a sad face for the thumbnail. There's no way it's that serious. You're really that concerned for a thumbnail? This is really anything for content. And also, when these kids get older, they may not like that their entire life was on camera, whether they had a choice or not. And they may wish that they were never on the internet. And this is why eventually 10 years down the road when the family comes, I am not starting the Duckalo family. I think we can agree that we're all good off that channel. And now we got gambling streamers. Now these dudes are all over Kick and they'll just sit on their live stream and just gamble the entire time.
Best thing that comes out of them though are the crash outs, because bro, why would you gamble?
And they'll sit there and promote these games to their audiences. Even though
Bro.
all they're really doing is getting on the stream and placing the worst bets known to man. They
Exactly.
sold their soul to a company that I can't say the name of. And for this reason, they will just keep placing bets with thousands of dollars and basically just speed run how fast they can lose this money. So they're
Exactly.
basically just getting paid by this company to gamble their money. Or sometimes I'll even see people on TikTok like, oh, let me place a bet real quick. And they're like, oh, did I win?
Yes, it's the people that do like the meta glasses and public stuff. They're so annoying whenever it comes to doing like the gambling stuff. It'll be like mid clip and he pulls out his phone and he's like, yo, let me place a bet online. Like, what are you doing with your life?
Use the money they supposedly won to buy stuff. The bills can't be this high.
W video, make sure you guys subscribe down below, join the Discord, and follow me up on Twitch. I'm gonna be streaming there every day now. I love you guys so much. NVL on top, and until next time, I'm out.